What's up, everybody? It's Iron Graybush here, and we're going to be talking about the new massively multiplayer online role-playing game, MMORPG, New World, being published and developed by Amazon Games, set to release on 31 August. And 31 August is just over a month away. So this is to get you primed and hyped up and excited for a new MMO. Hopefully they get it right. I'm hoping they do. We'll see. Let's watch the trailer. Check it out.
What is Eternum? The substance of legends. The pulse of adventure. The glory of triumph. Eternum is life eternal. And death incarnate. What is Eternum? The fires of destruction, rage and malice. Eternum is the truth behind nightmares. What is Eternum? That depends on you.
So, I don't know about you, but that was a pretty well-made trailer, in my opinion. That was awesome. So we got a couple more we're going to watch here in a second, but I'm going to show you New World on the Steam store. So you can see it has a release date of 31 August, Amazon Games, publishing and developing it. Already on my wish list. I haven't bought it yet. I'm going to get it right after I make this video, for sure. So yeah, it is currently $39.99 for the regular version or the deluxe, which I'm not quite sure what's in there just yet. But yeah, it looks really good. It looks pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm definitely going to be doing some Let's Plays. Probably going to make a whole new series on it. I'm hoping it goes well. The MMO genre needs to be revived. Some will say it's not dead, but if you're an old school MMO player like me, Ultima Online, EverQuest, even World of Warcraft back in the day, pre-Burning Crusade, all that jazz, it's not the same as it once was. There's a lot of cash grab games out there, a lot of pay-to-win games, and that type of thing. So I'm hoping there's not a pay-to-win, a paywall of any sort. I would actually prefer a subscription, but I'm not sure it is subscription-based. I don't think it is. Right? So we got to think about how they're going to monetize this, if it's going to be microtransactions. If they do microtransactions, I'm okay if it's similar to Path of Exile, where it's you're buying solely cosmetic microtransactions. All right, I like that. I think that's actually a pretty Path of Exile got it right more than any game I've ever played. So if you've played PoE, Path of Exile, you know what I'm talking about. But there's nothing locked behind a paywall or any type of pay-to-win aspect of it. All right, arguably stash tabs. All right, but other than that, mostly cosmetic items. Nothing that'll put you ahead of the game. Alright, so let's watch the second trailer here.
It is an eternal island of legend. A place of unimaginable beauty. And a growing evil. Where the forces of death and life are in constant conflict. For centuries, many have come in search of its power. Only only to fall to its corruption. Place, lured by the promise of power and immortality. The darkness will claim you.
Do you really want to live forever?
So that crystal, the red crystal that consumes and corrupts the folks, the people in that game, potentially you it sounds like, reminds you of the Shinnabon. So if you know what I'm talking about, in the Drit series, the crystal shard, right? Pretty cool though. I'm not a huge story person when it comes to MMOs. I mostly enjoy the customization, gameplay, and that type of thing, right? But we'll see how it goes. So let's see what this next one shows. Jump right into it.
We're bringing the battle to a tournament in an all-new PvPvE mode, Outpost Rush. Jump in solo, or with up to 5 of your friends in a coordinated 20 versus 20 battle. Teams must coordinate and balance their time upgrading outposts, gathering resources, capturing objectives, and defeating enemies. When your team spawns into a match, you'll want to push forward and capture outposts to bring you closer to victory. Outposts can be upgraded, defended, and used as forward operating bases to drive the enemy back. Gather resources to support your team and keep your outposts well protected. Each outpost has features that your team can use to help you in battle. Upgrade your outpost's gate to keep the enemy team at bay. Spend resources to buy protection wards, creating a respawn point at your outpost. Build repeater turrets and vats of burning oil to rain fire down on the other team and repel their attacks. Create a command post to inspire your team, making them stronger and more resilient. But defeating the enemy isn't the only way to win. Outpost Rush has plenty of other objectives too. Build cannons and give your team the edge in an outpost siege. Summoning circles give players a chance to summon some of Eternum's most fearsome creatures to fight on their side. Collect Azoth Essence to make an offering to the corrupted portal. If your team sacrifices enough essence, you'll be rewarded with a powerful advantage. Throughout the match, Baroness Hane appears. If your team can manage to defeat her, they'll be granted an immensely powerful buff that can help turn the tide of battle. Defeating the Baroness also freezes the other team's score, giving you a chance to catch up if you're behind, or put the final nail in the other team's coffin. There are so many ways to win in Outpost Rush. Collect resources for your team. Lay siege to enemy outposts and capture map objectives. Victory means reward in gold and treasure. The bigger the victory, the bigger the reward. There's so much to discover in New World, and Outpost Rush is only the beginning. We'll see you in Eternum.
Man, now that looks pretty cool for sure, man. So I'm not a huge PvP player. You know, it's not like my main goal in a lot of games. I do enjoy it in some games. I really like the world versus world battles, or the massive scale battles. Obviously, like in Guild Wars 2 and ESO. They had some pretty awesome massive scale battles and guild versus guild type sieges and that type of thing, where you have to repair your castles and your fortifications and manage resources. I really like that because for people like me who are not always the greatest at PvP and don't have a lot of time to dedicate to hone my skills per se, right? Like some, with a family and job and businesses to run and stuff like that, I don't have all the time in the world to be the best and skilled player. So I usually have short periods of time in which I can play PvP if I do play. But that way, if I decide I'm not, if I'm just outclassed in PvP, one-on-one type battles, I can go and like gather resources for the team and build fortifications and man the turrets, like that type of stuff. That is cool. I really like that. Much more inclusive than just straight up, PvP, right? So yeah, looks pretty awesome. So let's check out what it says about Chapter 1 here.
Eternum waits beyond every horizon and calls adventurers from across the world and ages. They come, and among the ruins of the ancients, they find secrets, the magic and mysteries of the past. In this harsh new world, many fall, but the strongest and bravest may reach out and seize eternity.
So not a whole lot to that trailer, but yeah, overall I think the game it looks very promising, right? So it's from Amazon. I think this is their first major release from their gaming section. I remember this popping up a couple years ago. The first video I ever watched was the one with like the corrupted gym, and the dude touches it and he becomes all red-eyed and starts attacking his teammates. So it caught my attention, obviously. It reminded me of Shinobon. But with a big company, a AAA type company like Amazon, the funding is likely not to be an issue, right? So, but with a lot of these AAA big title companies, monetization is still a huge priority for them, right? Because that's part of why they're up there at the top of the food chain in these big gaming companies, right? And it's a little less personal, right? There's a little less personal investment from the developers. Now, I'm not saying that's the case in this game. I haven't played it yet, obviously. It looks great at the surface. We'll see how the launch goes. Hopefully it's smooth, and then we'll be checking out the gameplay. I don't know a whole lot about the classes. I'm not trying to spoil it too much for myself, other than what has been shown on Steam. I haven't seen any class-like videos. I haven't looked up any gameplay. I want to be as surprised as you are when you get into the game, right? So I want it to be a whole new, fresh world, and I'm hoping for a great experience. Let me know what you think. What do y'all think? Y'all think it's going to be awesome? You think it's going to be lame? What have you heard? Post it in the comment section below. Just let me know, and we can have a discussion about it. I'm going to be doing probably a lot more videos regarding New World. Especially around release time, early September, and we're doing some gameplay videos, and hopefully it meets expectations, because I think a lot of people are really building this one up, because in the MMO genre there hasn't been any new games that popped out that really have taken the market by storm, right? So yeah, a lot of expectations, especially coming from a company like Amazon. They typically get a lot of things right, not everything, but they have a pretty big opportunity here to really show people how their gaming department is going to shine. Hopefully it will. But yeah, so check it out. Stay tuned for some more New World content. There's definitely going to be some more coming, and let me know what you think in the comments below.